Thanks to Warner Brothers Games for sponsoring this video. We now learned that this part of the Assassin's Creed Mirage gameplay walkthrough where Basim collapses a structure to blind the guards will not have the camera angles in-game according to Easy Allies. So the camera won't change, we will just stay in control of Basim, it won't hurt the pace of the game. And we can by the way also do this tactic with market stalls and shelves in the full game. Like we got a ton of new details on Assassin's Creed Mirage, also regarding the overall structure. So we already knew that the opening will be very linear. Basim tries to steal something, which goes wrong, and then we get saved by our soon-to-be mentor Roshan. Then Basim will be recruited and trained, and then eventually as an apprentice go to Baghdad to kill Order of the Ancient Targets. And we now learned, thanks to a Q&A with the developers on Reddit, that the first target you then do is mandatory in Baghdad, but after that you're free to start your investigation in one of the other 3 bureaus of Baghdad. For one, this means that there are 4 Hidden Ones bureaus in Baghdad in total, with 1 in each district, which has also been confirmed, but this also means that we can decide which target we want to assassinate first. We've seen it before, but I think it's cool that also in Mirage we can choose which order member we want to go after, and then every time we succeed and come back to the Hidden Ones bureau with the blood of our victim on the Feather of Heron, you can unlock a brand new tool. And as I told you before, you can also do this in the order you prefer. I really like the comment from Mr. Haas, who's going to unlock the tools by looking at the order at which they were introduced, which is a cool idea. And we now also learned in the Q&A that there are 3 tiers for each of the 5 tools he will unlock, with the torch not being upgradable, and that each tier will allow you to choose a new modifier for the tool, like a smoke bomb can be turned into a healing vapor, refilling Basim's health, or the throwing knife can be charged to deal more damage. And if you, by the way, don't like the upgrade you selected, you can always roll back and swap those out at a bureau. Now I got way more new details that I want to share, also this brand new screenshot for if you haven't seen it yet. Of course, if you are excited for Mirage, then don't leave a like on the video, that would really show your support, and subscribe because we'll have way more videos on the game coming your way. But first, the sponsor of this video, Harry Potter Magic Awakens, a brand new free mobile RPG where you can make your own first year Hogwarts student, fly around the castle and meet many familiar characters as it takes place a few years after the books and films. Loved how one of the tutorials was a battle as Dumbledore against Voldemort, and overall really enjoyed the combat, as next to exploring Hogwarts and attending classes, you will be dueling a lot against other students or fight against creatures during the main story or in the Forbidden Forest. Next to casting familiar charms, you can also summon creatures to fight for you or fight alongside companions, like I unlocked Draco Malfoy now to help me out. Spells are cards in this game, which actually adds a ton of depth because you can only have this many charms in your deck at one time, so you really have to think of great combinations and how you will place them on the battlefield. You will also unlock new spells at a very rapid pace. The production value for this free mobile game is really impressive, so I totally recommend that you check it out for yourself via the special link in the video description, which would really support the channel as well. Thanks to Warner Brothers Games for sponsoring the video, and now let's get back to Mirage. I want to start with this part of the Easy Allies preview that totally got me more excited.
When they started playing in front of us, I was like, oh, it looks really good. Like
Very
compared to seeing it right here, like on this, yeah. It was like very noticeable how much better it looked in person.
And that's not that weird. I remember even playing Origins for the first time on the Xbox One X in 4K. That already blew my mind, and now we have even better consoles and PCs. So I can totally see why this will look amazing when we finally get to play it at home on October 12th. And I'm, by the way, doing a digital deluxe edition giveaway that you can enter via the link in the video description, and be sure you are a subscriber if you want to participate. I want to again look at the inventory menu. So in my previous video that I will also leave a link to in the video description, I focused mainly on the equipment slots, and now thanks to the Q&A we learned that the talismans are cosmetic only, but that some of them are well hidden in the world, so a cool reward for exploring likely the places outside of Baghdad as well. And also cool is that we got extra info on the differences between the outfits and the costumes, so the outfits can be dyed and also have perks on them, while costumes do not. But it does seem that whatever costume you have equipped will always show show even though you have a different outfit. So it kind of functions as a transmog feature as well. And in certain circumstances, the game will require you to wear some specific costumes in order to infiltrate a location, which we of course had in previous games too, but it seems to be a big part of Mirage as well, which I like. I wanted to touch on the 3 types of resources that you see right here. These can be used to upgrade your tools, while the tokens right here can also be earned by doing side contracts, but are used to bribe factions for a social stealth strategy. So then they will likely follow you around, while in the Q&A it was also noted that you can blend with any civilians in AC Mirage except for children as soon as you have 3 people in Basim's vicinity. But then of course they probably won't follow you around. Above the tokens we see Apprentice, and maybe you already guessed it, but this is your Hidden Ones rank. Every time you kill a target, a main target for example, you get a new rank. It's really Basim as an assassin, evolving until he becomes a master. Now I don't think this rank has any impact on the gameplay, but I do think it will change some parts of Basim's outfit. I already talked about the hidden blade upgrades we can expect in a previous video, with different color beads on the wrist, but we've also seen different versions of Basim's outfit, where he early on in the game starts out with a lot of blue colors and also the more pink sash. It later evolves into red colors and also extra shoulder pads for the assassin's robe. Like, I would not be surprised if that is linked to the Hidden Ones ranks, which would be a really cool touch. Like we see it here in these models they recently shared. This is the evolution that Basim will go through during the story, with Master Assassin probably being the final rank in the game. With them even showing special variants of this iconic robe as well, so I'm curious how those come into play. And when I asked the art director last year about earnable outfits in Mirage, he also noted that the Street Thief outfit that we start the game with is one we can use as well. And they now showed how the armor dice can completely change the look of the Apprentice outfit that we of course also get early on in the game. My favorite combination totally is this one that makes Basim more similar to the more powerful guards we can encounter. But I also love the blue and gold combination and how it overall changes the breastplate up a lot. So we can very likely get these dice at the Weavers located with this icon in the city, and there will of course be brand new outfits to earn in the game as well. Ubisoft also confirmed that legacy outfits will be in Assassin's Creed Mirage, with Altair's robe at least confirmed, but probably Ezio's robe is coming as well. I can see them add like Basim's Valhalla outfit, would be cool. Like, let me know which legacy outfits you would like to see in Mirage in the comments down below, and these should of course be available for free through Ubisoft Connect. Now WCCF Tech also noted that one key component of the endgame of an Assassin's Creed title is collecting very specific items to unlock a very iconic armor set, and asked if this was going to be in Mirage as well. And yeah, we seem to be able to collect some things and get a very specific outfit in Mirage too. Like, if we stay with Origins, I would say that that's the Izu outfit that required you to find and complete stone circles to open a stairway, and then if you got 50 silica, you could get the outfit. Or in Revelations, you got the Ishak Pasha's armor, for example. So some sort of powerful armor that takes a bit more work should be in Mirage too, and I will totally have a guide up for that around release. Really looking forward to making these spoiler-free guides, of course, for this game. Now, in terms of the map size, Ubisoft said that we should compare it to Unity or Revelations, which I think is great for a game like this. And they say the playtime should be similar to the first Assassin's Creed game. So that's like 15 hours for the main story. I am personally expecting less though for the main story of Mirage. Like 8 to 10 hours is my bet, but then sure, double that if you do all the side stuff. And yeah, the 31 hours to do the 100% I think will be similar. Mirage, of course, lower priced, so if this playtime is correct, I think that's like a solid package, and it should be doable to get this finished before Spider-Man 2 launches on October 20th. Now, apart from the side contracts, we haven't seen a lot of other optional content yet, although we now learned that there are world events similar to other titles where you come across something in the city and it's not planned. Mirage is built with the tools from Valhalla, so I would not be surprised if the world events are similar to the blue dot missions we saw in that game, so that we help out a citizen, there's one objective, Takes you about 5 to 15 minutes to complete, and then you move on. There should also be narrative-driven quests like the 40 Thieves pre-order mission, and we now learned that we have to help Alibaba's daughter to fight the 40 Thieves in this new take on the tale. So maybe his daughter will ask for our help, as Alibaba himself is being hunted by the thieves after he of course found their treasure. It at least seems to include some unique locations that we can explore. And overall, Ubisoft notes that all the side content is meant to support character evolution in a historical setting in that world, so they all serve the narrative in one way or another. I got way more Mirage videos planned with brand new info, so totally subscribe to not miss those. A like on the video would really help me out, and thanks again to Warner Brothers Games for sponsoring the video. Check out that brand new Harry Potter game via the special link in the video description. I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.